Yo, what is going on everyone? It's Crust Solo here with a new solo video. I really wanted to show everyone what the experience for me is like every time I get on the game, from beginning to end, the ups and downs, and how I get guns and use them. It's not always successful for solo players, including myself, to do well in a run, but this is kind of the struggle we go through, and I wanted to show everything. Without further ado, if you like this video, comment your favorite part, even subscribe and turn those notifications on, and let's keep these solo videos rolling. Let's get into it. And allow me to share this story with you. I haven't done a wipe day in a very long time, so I wanted to see what I can do. So I grabbed a bow, I went to the roads on summer J7. Many of you are probably wondering why this video is called the Solo Reality, and that's because that with every rewards comes with risks. If you make one mistake as solo, there's no one to recover for you, no one to clean up your mistakes. So you try your best, you be aggressive with the loot, in hoping someday you make the play. As good as you may be in all categories of the game, just know that you can't take on everyone. The night was starting to fall, so I grabbed all of my components and went to bandit camp to recycle. So when the morning rose, I wanted to get a tier 1 workbench, so I went to water treatment to get the components and scrap.
I'm chill, bro. Yo, don't kill me. Yo, bro, you need water? Yo, bro, you need water? I can give you one, bro. You need some water? Okay, man.
You know, when this guy came up to me with that kind of confidence, I thought he was gonna kill me with an Ioka, so I just had to make sure. When I got back into bandit camp, I wanted to buy an M29 pistol just because I wanted to feel safe when I put down a base, because you just never know who you run into, like double bow guys, double crossbow nail guns. The possibilities are endless. So let's get a gun and make sure we secure the bag. So when I thought out for a build location as a starter, I thought living near bandit camp was ideal. It's in a high populated area near a safe zone, so if I were to get raided, I felt confident people from bandit camp would come out with grenades or grub weapons to save the base. I personally don't like building starter bases out in the middle of nowhere because I feel like clans will just raid it because there's no one around, no one there to counter. At this point, I didn't have enough time to loot the body. I just knew that there were third parties waiting to kill me. So I just hopped right to it to seal the base before anyone came by. When I finally got the base down, I grabbed the green key card and went to Sewer Branch. Personally, one of my favorite monuments. You get a lot of components and scrap here for just a green key card and one fuse. So I went there and wanted to get the blue as well, just so I can collect up some components, make a tier 1 workbench, and I can start using the crossbow nail gun combo, which is my personal favorite. You never know who you run into and make a play on, so you always gotta be ready and prepared, and the tier 1 workbench will do that. There comes many challenges getting stone and upgrading your base. There's so many teams out here that disrupt your farm runs. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to upgrade the base because I just don't know if someone was gonna eco raid me or a team. So make sure you just plop down that base with stone as soon as possible. There just came a couple of challenges on the way there. Oh shit. What I like to do at this point of the wipe is when I'm building my base and I have extra resources, I will expand that as much as possible. If a team's gonna offline you, you might as well make it difficult for them, and you might as well make it bulky and make them use up a lot of boom just to get through to your base. But personally, when I don't leave my base one door into core, teams tend to stay away for the first day. So yeah, once I get the stone base down and I have a bunch of metal ready to cook, I go out to hunt animals for furnaces. You just never know when someone's gonna offline you, even satchel raiding. So we've got to take care of that before we get out there. The last thing you want to do is die and just start out on the beach again because you think you're too good for a base at the beginning. Now finally, after many interruptions later, I was able to get fuel from hunting, make a couple furnaces to cook metal for my doors. When I got the metal doors down, I wanted to go do the airfield monument right away. There's a lot of teams online potentially that will already be there, so I wanted to get that as early on as possible to get the tier 2 workbench. That's so I can get the med syringe and a Tommy. But I didn't want to hit barrels. I'd just done enough of that in the past. I wanted to just go out and try to bow people and fight. But for anyone who plays Rust console, sometimes you don't always run into people. Sometimes you just gotta run monuments because everyone's in their base. I don't know what the odds of that were, of him walking into me with a horse, but I managed to grub him, get all the loot, reorganize the base, and even recycle a bunch of components. After all that, I went to lock crate at water treatment, but I was a little too late. You know, I thought this was pretty funny because this is kind of like a little trap base. He just walked right into my base and I closed the door. I ended up securing his double barrel, so I went out to go grub.
Give me all your shit.
Yeah, I grabbed that python, I recycled a bunch of things at bandit camp, and I went to launch site. I seen Bradley was being taken, but I was too late again. I just seemed to be living away from everything. You know what we do, man. As soon as we get the gun, I go out to go use it. Keep in mind, this is first day of wipe. This is why I have an MP and I'm just shooting everyone prim. It's because just other teams are not progressing as fast as me. So after getting back to base, I grabbed all of my scrap, all of the components, recycled them at Bandit Camp, and then brought it back to the Tier 2 workbench. I tech treed down all the way to the Tommy, and honestly, it was super easy to do. Considering it's day 1 and I've only played for probably about like 5 hours, it's a pretty darn good start. Now, this is what I mean when you make mistakes. It just started to get difficult. It started to become really challenging to get the components for a Tommy. But I did whatever I could to at least roam with one gun before the end of the night. I don't know, I thought I was having a pretty good start at this point, but I was just getting overwhelmed by teams, so I just went to go to water treatment to get the components for a Tommy, and then I was gonna go roam with the gun. You know, many solos don't have the luxury of time on their side. Because to be honest, I don't have 3 other people farming for me, getting resources, getting scrap. I just had a couple moments with some guns because I knew there was a possibility I would be offline the next day. So whatever guns I had left in the base, I just ended up using all of them until I died. I really wanted to improve my skill, my PvP and all that before I got off. You know, if you don't use it, you lose it anyway. Now I think everyone knows why I made this video called Is the Solos Reality?
No.
It's because one single mistake you do, you're finished. No one can recover for you. You only gotta rely on yourself. If you got this far into the video, thank you for watching. At this point, come on bruh, like the video. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna keep this thing rolling. Peace.